A life well lived is gonna have some challenges. Hi, I'm Angel. Thanks for stopping by. I'm on my way home from a delightful 3-day little break, and it wasn't all that challenging. However, I have plenty of challenges, and I have a terrific life. And I was just reflecting on how a life without any challenges is a stagnant life. And like, I'm thinking of my mom right now. She doesn't have a lot of the challenges that a lot of us think of when we think of challenges. She's got a pretty happy life. She made a lot of great choices earlier in her life, and now she's retired, and she gets to just do what she wants. She doesn't have a bunch of debt. She doesn't have any big health problems. Her relationships are healthy, and still she has challenges. Car problems. There's just always challenges in a life well lived, and I think it's easy to get caught up in whatever challenges we're going through and think, why me, or poor me, or I don't want to deal with this challenge sometimes. And sometimes, that's worth taking a look at too, because sometimes we're creating challenges or allowing challenges that aren't satisfying, or aren't gratifying, or aren't exactly in line with what we want to be, who we want to be, the life we want to be living. And so it's important to take note, take inventory, I'm trying to look for the right word, assess the challenges that we're undergoing and see if they're the kinds of challenges that we want to be going through. And sometimes you get a choice and sometimes you don't. I don't mean to sound like all the choice is up to you, because really a lot of times you get challenges that have to do with the lessons you need to learn, and they happen regardless of what circumstances you have. Like with relationships, for example, it's been a big one for me, learning to love myself, learning to communicate effectively. Those challenges happen whatever circumstances I put myself through, or put myself in with the choices that I make. And I think there's a lot of challenges that are like that, kind of fundamental challenges about the lessons we need to learn as individuals and overall as humanity. I think there's some big humanity lessons going on too. And then there's other kinds of challenges and lessons that have very much to do with the individual choices we're making. And I guess, at some point you could extend that and say that's true of all the challenges. Point being, I think it's important to appreciate our challenges, appreciate that we're going to have challenges if we're living a life well lived. And even if you're living a stagnant life, that's going to present its own challenge. A challenge will come up, opportunity will come up along with it, and it's up to us to make choices to bring ourselves in alignment with who we want to become, who we want to be, who we, think the best version of ourselves is. I think this is an ongoing thing. I don't think we're ever really it's not like you make one final choice and you're done. Sometimes, you get on a real good track for a while, or conversely, sometimes you get on a bad track for a while. Still, everything is temporary, and even if you get on a good track for a long while and you get lots of success, eventually new challenges will come up. And even if you get on a bad track for a while and you have a downward spiral, I guarantee there are opportunities there waiting for you. I'm going to sign off so I can get pulled over and take some great photos, because this is just too spectacular out here. I'm driving down Highway 550, which used to be Highway 666. You might remember that from Natural Born Killers, one of my favorite movies. Anyway, that's just a random aside detail. I, as always, hope that you give me a thumbs up and contact me and support me via the links in the description below. I welcome your questions and comments, and I wish you peace, prosperity, and playfulness.